Okay, hey. This episode 2, you guys know the deal by now. I am judging the card art on Pokemon cards and giving them scores based on how much I like them. This is all subjective, so tell me in the comments how much you hate my opinions. And without further ado, number 2, episode 2, Pokemon number 2. It's Ivysaur, first evolution of Bulbasaur. Got a little bit more plant matter. He looks a little bit more meaner. It's the adolescence in him. And we're starting off with a banger. This is the first Ivysaur card. This is the holographic version I have pulled up here. Background's very busy. You know, they weren't really thinking about making crazy cool backgrounds back then. They're just kind of throwing the Pokemon in front of a color. And this card's good, but still very simple. Let's give it a B. That might move up. Whoa. Okay. Dark Ivysaur. The card art on this is pretty terrible. Yeah. Yeah. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't really look like Ivysaur. Like if you saw this thing without the name on there or the Pokemon card around it, you might get it. You might guess what it is. But I mean that the skin tone's way dark compared to all the other ones, and it's just not great art. So that's getting a D. D for Dark Ivysaur. Ivysaur. This Ivysaur looks like he is lost in the haze. Which is interesting that he has sleep and poison powder. I guess that maybe that's what's around him is some sleep powder. It's not, it's not my favorite one ever. The legs look a little bit awkward. What with the front left claws facing towards us? Looks like he might have a balance issue with that or something. Maybe it's just the pose, but this one's not that interesting to me, so we're gonna give it a B. This one, I believe, this looks like it's the evolution of the Bulbasaur one where he's reaching for the apple, and while I liked the inclusion of the orange on that one, this background's just really soft, and he looks like he's wearing a goofy hat, so I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I'll go ahead and drop that to a C. C tier. Pokemon Go. I like these Pokemon Go cards. The artwork's all really good. And I think the inclusion of the Pokemon Go type stuff is interesting with the Pokestops and whatnot. But overall, it's still pretty bland. I like it though. It is well done. Now this one's good. He's running. He looks like he's having a fun time, kicking up some dirt. Yeah. I really like this. And what a move right there. I mean, it takes a lot of energy, but confused and poisoned at the same time. Pretty good. I'm going to give this an A. I like that artwork a lot. Erica's Ivysaur. So now, this is another one where they did just kind of throw the Pokemon into a patch of flowers. It's like a bad Photoshop from the 1990s, which, I mean, that's probably exactly what it is. But it would have been a good Photoshop back then. I do like that they chose flowers that fit the Pokemon, right? Like the Bulbasaur was by a bunch of white ones, but look, it's the pink, lines up. I love these trainer cards. I think I have this card somewhere, that's good. That's a good one. That's an example of a good paste the Pokemon in. He fits the background, and that's what you're really looking for in those. Man, we know how I feel about this one. It's the same as the Bulbasaur one. I actually kind of like this one better because he's doing a little bit more, but still just not my favorite design right there with the chalk outline. Now this art style is a bit heavy-handed. I don't know why his chin's glowing. I guess the rocks are giving off some light. It's not portrayed that well. You can see the little light around them, kind of. The heavy white outlines on the black outlines. It just doesn't work for me all the time. But I like that he's doing something. He's in a place you don't normally see him put an Ivysaur. He's on a beach, so we're gonna give this one a B. It's interesting at the very least, and the artwork is good. It's balanced. It kind of looks like coloring book artwork, you know. All right. What can I say about this? This is Chubby Ivysaur. This is Ivysaur every time I stand up because I'm too thick. It's like what is this, like construction paper? Is this South Park artwork? I guess. Just not. The whole design of it, just on this plain watermelon, reverse watermelon seed background, and it's not great. That's going D tier. Sorry for the people who love these cards, but this is one of my least favorite sets. I don't think they did a great job with the art. This is a great card, though. See, this is one of the sets I don't really like, but this card is fantastic. That's an S tier right there. He's casting growth. He's using growth, I assume. He's definitely not using poison seed or razor leaf, but he stands out from this background. You can tell that he is collecting this light. Whatever. Maybe he's about to evolve. But just a really cool scene. This is a well done card. The art's not overdone. It's a nice Ivysaur chilling in the field. That's an S tier artwork for me. It's by Sugimori too. He knows what he's doing. Can I please speak Ivysaur? The art's really good. The bulb seems a little lopsided, you know, maybe because of the awkward positioning of the Ivysaur, but this is still a good card right here. I still like that, and I think that's going to get an A, mostly because he looks like he's about to raise his hand. The teacher thinks he's going to ask a question, and then he's going to call her a punk. All right, another action one. I don't understand what move he's using, where he's raising his back legs like that, kind of like if you ever seen those pugs when they go to the bathroom and they'll pick their back legs up and pee on a wall. That's almost what he's doing. I feel like the theme could have been, like, what he's doing could be clearer. It's an action shot for sure, but I feel like he could there could be some vines or something, or some more clear indication that he could be using like razor leaf. Next we have what can I say about this one? Fukuyama. I'm not a big fan of this one, for real. The artwork kind of feels like a sticker, you know, and he just blends right into that background. You can see Eradicate and a Togepi. I'm assuming that's a Psyduck and maybe a Lickitung. But overall, the image is just fairly unclear. People who are colorblind would have a whole lot of trouble seeing this Ivysaur. And so for that, I'm going to give it a C. Maybe even a D. I think C. I like that they tried to include other Pokemon. I like when they do that. You know, the art continues into more art. Okay, here's a stock standard Ivysaur card. The artwork isn't anything incredible. But he's active. He's doing something. His face is expressive. Yeah, and so we're gonna give this a B. It's hard. The more modern the cards get, the harder it is to really give them bad grades, because they achieve what they're supposed to much more accurately. Now this is a great card. I think this is awesome. He's basking in the sunlight. It does a ton of damage. And then the card description on this one is really good for the card as well. Exposure to sunlight adds to its strength. Sunlight also makes the bud on his back grow larger. This is just a well-designed card. It's just a regular old card, but the artwork's so good. Yeah, I like that one a lot. And then we're coming up on the last one, of course. It's the newest full art Ivysaur card, and I absolutely, I think this is awesome. Look at the water. It reminds me of like when you would go to the fair as a kid and you would drip the paint into the water and then lay the piece of paper down on it, and it would come up with your little design. It looks like that. You know, he's actively interacting with the background environment, even though he does blend in very well into this. He is different enough shades of green that he stands out. And overall, it's just a really great design. This is absolutely going to be an S tier. And that's all of them. That's all the Ivysaur cards. There's even less than Bulbasaur. Just not as popular because it's a middle evolution, I think. But this is my list. It seems pretty fair to me. Sorry for everyone who likes the e-reader cards, but I don't. I frequently don't. So get over it. It's my opinion. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and go in the comments and tell me what your favorite card is, or let me know how wrong I am about which card is the best. What's your S tier? Let me know, and go ahead and give me a follow and a sub if you want to. I'm not going to make you, but you can. Fill out.